that was from AIM, and that were had been involved in the that wounded knee overtaking thing and stuff. And but as we kind of learned from experience, a lot of those native guys are real schmoozers and stuff, and they're real loving and leaving kind of guys. And so he just kind of left her holding the bag, and she was pregnant and had this baby, and she gave him an Indian name. It's called Kashi Khan or something. It's like he who has no bread. But somehow he had some sort of psychological problems as he grew older. But when I met her, she had an extra room, so I was staying in there. It was like a little ghetto house, and I was staying in the extra room, and the kid was still in diapers yet. So that was the oldest of those sisters I was talking about earlier. And she had this penchant of, I suppose this is related to the alcoholism. She had this penchant of, not penchant, she had this thing that would always happen where she'd be attracted to the guys that were abusive and that would beat her and stuff. And that's kind of, I think, what that Indian guy did with her. And then all these other relationships in the bar that she was working at, where I was, that was the guy from the Ultimate site, his friends. Anyway, but was working there, and one of the owners, they got drunk and they were doing coke and shit, and he broke her face, her head open at the top. And she just came home and was in her room there kind of crying and stuff.
Were you still living with her?
Yeah, I was in like the next room over, and what was going on. I went in there, and her head was like half cracked open, her eyes were all black and shit, and I didn't know what to do with it. If I said to get ice or not, but I mean, that's the kind of things that would happen to her. She was just the sweetest person, you know. So.
Well, what did happen? What did you do?
That's when I'm not remembering. I guess I didn't know what to do, so I didn't really do anything other than just listen to her. And
Well, did you help her clean up the blood?
well, she had done that herself.
Oh, okay.
She somehow made her way home from the bar and getting beat up and all this shit. And I don't remember if she had been at the ER or something.
Wow.
But yeah, she came up and see that. Well, I think maybe she woke me up because she wanted to tell me what happened, you know. So, but yeah, and that's when I met the other younger sisters, and the next one down married the stained glass guy, and then the two younger ones ended up working for the stained glass guy as well. That guy who committed suicide earlier. But yeah, so I suppose there's some kind of genetic connection of abusive behavior and alcoholism, right? Don't you think? So that was all in there. And
Like, just attracts like.
yeah. And I don't know what was the deal with, oh, okay, yeah. Well, the next down sister was, it'll come to me. Anyway, the oldest one is Christine. Something with, anyways, something with a J maybe. But, where was I going with that one? So, oh yeah, okay. So the stained glass guy, I don't know if he was an alcoholic or not, but he was like one of those kind of in-your-face people all the time, and
One of what face people?
just kind of those kind of people that are always getting in your face and
Oh, in your face, okay.
talking loud at you, and kind of being sarcastic. Well, and so that's one of the first things I remember when that daughter got born, the one that I was saying tended bar, and she was like, at the time, like, I don't know, 1.5 or 2, or probably younger, 1.5. Anyway, they go over, and he thought this was funny, but it was like, he'd go, why your eyes are so brown? It's because you're full of shit. He would like repeat this a lot, you know? And so that's the kind of guy he was, you know? And he would just like proclaim shit like that and stuff.
With great vehemence.
Yeah, it was always like real intense and stuff and sarcastic and kind of a know-it-all, but
Now, is that the guy that committed suicide?
right, yeah.
Okay.
So we don't know. I've never thought about it, but we must have some sort of just genetic disposition towards that. You would
Yeah,
think.
I'm gonna stop the recording now.
Sure.